Hello and welcome to the MealConnect video series. I'm Sam, and today we'll be covering the exciting new options offered by the real-time feature in your MealConnect account. This new feature will enable donors to post occasional or infrequent donations into the MealConnect website and will reach out to you either by a phone call and or a text message to ask if you are available to go in and pick up those donations. This will allow you to either accept or reject the donation. If accepted, you'll be able to go in and pick up this donation from the donor and receipt for it into the website just like you would with any of your reoccurring donations. The ease of use and the automated process that this offers will increase donations from infrequent donors, preventing food waste and ultimately yielding more food into your local networks. Today we'll be going through setting up your account so that you can be part of the real-time program and answering some common questions that you might have. The first thing that you'll want to do is make sure that your contact information and your capacity information are up to date. The easiest way to do all of this in one is probably to go and look at either the Help Resources section or to begin to search for real-time setup, which will take you to the page that I'm on now. You can see that currently I am 75% complete, and many of you might find that some of this information has already been filled out in your account. What you'll want to do is go down and make sure that all of this information is filled out completely. If I click on either Go or Revisit, I will be taken to my settings page. And essentially, I'm going to want to make sure that my contact information here and my capacity here are up to date. Here under the primary contact, I have my name, email address, and phone number. You'll want to make sure that all of this info is filled out. And then you can see you've got options for selecting receiving email notifications and or text notifications on your phone. I'm going to turn them both on because I would like to receive both, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit save. The other thing that I'm going to want to make sure of is that my capacity is all set. The website will take this into account when it is offering me donations. So if, for instance, I don't have things like frozen capacity set, I will be passed over when there are frozen donations. Alternately, if I open this up and if I say capacity exists, if I am close to the donor and if it looks like it's a good fit for some frozen donation, maybe frozen chicken or frozen steak, I will be contacted by the website. I'm just going to go down now and I will fill out each option. Refrigerated, shelf stable, and then last but not least, my vehicle capacity. So this would indicate the amount of available vehicles I have on average at any given time to go in and make pickups. This will also determine for larger pickups which organization or groups of organizations might be the best to go in and make those pickups. So we'll say that I've got 2. I'll go ahead and hit save. And I'm all set there. So I've gone ahead and I have filled out all of the pending information, and when I refresh this page, all of the info is going to be up to date. So now that I have finished the configuration, I am ready to begin receiving messages and notifications informing me if donors post product in my area. So one way that you might receive these messages that we talked about is text. So you can see here I have attached an example of the sort of text that you might receive, letting you know that there's product in your area. You can also see this phone number up here at the top. This is an automated number that will send you these calls and text messages. So we would recommend going ahead and saving this in your contacts, either on your phone or on your computer, wherever you keep that information, so that when these messages, either calls or text messages, come to you, you recognize that this is the automated MealConnect phone number and are ready to accept or reject that product. The other way that this information might come to you is in the form of a call. And that call will have a little bit more information than this text does, and it will explain to you the donor location, a little bit of information about the product itself, so things like category and poundage and any additional notes the donor might have had for you. It'll also give you the option to right then either accept or reject. You can also re-listen to the message. So if you didn't get it all down the first time, or if maybe you need another moment to think about it, please feel free to go ahead and listen to it again. You can accept or reject it directly from the phone as well. So if you'd like to just go ahead and claim that donation, you are more than welcome to. Alternately, if you would rather take some time and review it on your computer, you can do that as well. So that's what we'll go ahead and do now. We'll go ahead and back in my account, I'm going to log in and I'm going to click on this new real-time module that the food bank will have turned on. And then I'm going to go to New and Active. And this will show me any of the requests that I have received. So that phone call or that text that you have received, those will appear here. And you can see that right now that this donation is pending response. So it is waiting for me to go in and either confirm or reject this donation so that the process can continue. Now, I can see here the donor and the donation right here from the outside, but if I want some additional information, I can hit Details/Options over here, and it will take me to a summary of the donation. So as I scroll down, I can see information about labeled ingredients, code date, as well as information about the product handling and when the donor would like me to pick it up, as well as the physical address where this donation is. Last but not least, I can see notes at the bottom. So if there's any additional information that the donor or the food bank provided about this donation, I will be able to see it here. Now, up here at the top, I have the option to go in and within some specific parameters, I can put in when I am available to go in and make this particular pickup. So let's say that maybe the office doesn't open until 10, so I'm going to go ahead and pick 10 to 1. That'll give us time to get in and kind of get everything started, and then we'll be able to send a truck there and get this picked up before 1. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that on the 26th, between 10 and 1, I am available, and I am confirming that I'm going to go in and I will make this pickup. Alternately, if I was not able to do this for whatever reason, maybe we were closed or it was outside my capacity, etc., I could go ahead and hit decline. That would cancel this donation, and then the website would reach out to another organization, similarly either call or text, and it would see if they were available to make the pickup. In this case, though, I'm going to go ahead and hit accept. It'll begin the process of accepting, and while that's running, I want to show you one other useful feature on here in the form of this map. So this, in addition to showing me all of the information about the donation here on summary, this is also going to show me the physical location of my agency plotted on a map, as well as the donor location. So this is going to give me a good idea of visually where the donor is, or where the product specifically is in relationship to my organization, as well as giving me a general idea of what route I might want to take to get there. So now that I have gone ahead and accepted this donation, you can see that I've got notification that it's been accepted up here, as well as some additional information just informing me about picking up the donation at the scheduled time. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to go ahead and reach out to your partner food bank. So let's say that the 26th comes, I go in and I make my pickup, and now all I need to do is put in a receipt for that food that I have picked up. That is equally as easy to do. I'm going to go back to New/Active here under Real Time, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select Create Receipt. What's really nice about this is because the information was already filled out by the donor, by and large, most of this information is already filled out here in the receipt. You can see that a lot of this has already been picked up. All I need to do is go ahead and select the date of pickup. You can see the donor is already selected since I'm submitting a receipt for them. If for whatever reason you were not able to make the pickup, or maybe the donor didn't have anything for you to pick up unexpectedly, you can select scheduled pickup not attempted or no pounds, just like you would with your regular reoccurring pickups. Ideally, though, there will be something for you to pick up. So down below, you can see that the category, storage requirement, and poundage are already filled out. I will simply go ahead and add a little bit more information on the pickup itself here under description. And also, this will be a chance for me to review the poundage. Maybe the donor had to take an educated guess, and instead of 100 pounds, it's actually 110, and I got a little bit more than I expected. That's perfectly fine. We want you guys to be able to keep accurate records for your own review, so please feel free to make any sort of updates that you would need to. I'm going to go ahead and hit add now. This adds the line item just like on a normal receipt for a reoccurring donor. And if perhaps in addition to the produce, there was something else that the donor had that when I got there they donated as well, I could continue to add on line items just like I normally would. In this case, though, I'm just going to go ahead and add receipt. We'll say that we went in and we just picked up the apples and pears. And then just like with any of my other receipts, I'm taken to a screen that says receipts ready for submission. And now I can go ahead and I can submit receipts. And that's it. With this one simple addition to your account, we will be able to push additional donations into your service area, as well as automating existing processes for connecting with these donors, tracking donations, and making sure that the information gets back to the donor in a format that they can use.